Why is it important to create content?
You have many people in the market of photography. You have to create a different content than what the other photographer is doing. Because like I said, everybody's in this market of creating content, creating photos, but you have to make yourself stand out from other photographers.
People underestimate how important content creation is. There's two different ways that you can go about it. You could do like content on a daily basis that is just repetitive, or you could do original content and try to sit down and think about a new idea every single day.
A lot of content creators, they get into this pattern where they continue to do things that they don't like doing, even though it gets views. Only do what you love. The people who like it will follow you, keep trucking along.
Social media is huge right now. For businesses and brands, it's all about networking. That's like one of the best ways to get your brand out there, get your name out there, whatever you're doing, but you gotta stay consistent. An idea can come and go.
What programming language do you think is the most valuable to learn in 2022?
Python.
Why Python?
I see it everywhere now. There's a lot of demand for it.
You can do a lot with it, so front end, back end, also a lot easier to pick up than C++ or Python or one of the other languages. JavaScript.
C#, which is kind of server side, HTML5 on the client side.
Python, because it's the go-to for scripting.
Programming languages are a bit of a market. Companies trying to hire talent looking for jobs. If you're building technology, you want to build it on a platform that there's a lot of talent. And conversely, if you're talent, you want to have the skills that a lot of people want or in demand. So definitely some version of JavaScript, like React, JavaScript-based technologies. They're really flexible for a lot of different types of people to learn them and to use them within a team.
I would say JavaScript, just because it's you can use it on the back end, you can use it on the front end, you can use it basically anywhere nowadays. Python's another big one. If you're big into like analytics and stuff like that, like that's a huge one.
Python. If you look at the trends, you can see that R and Python dominate the space, and now Python's more user-friendly for scripting, and so everyone's kind of taking hold of that.
Artificial intelligence, so my business about speech technology. All of our investment is really going into utilizing artificial intelligence, mining data, big data, being able to make decisions utilizing that. I see that growing.
Yeah, so this is pretty easy one actually. People don't really understand that we're in the middle of it right now. So there's a breakthrough in algorithms that allows us to make AI-driven inferences, which is basically comprehension and a key part of reasoning, and that's huge.
I'd say the ability to have creative freedom. A lot of times with startups, they may not see things from the perspective that you do, but they welcome your diversity of thought. Whenever you have a certain scenario or a market fit or an idea to add to the product portfolio, they're actually going to be open and receptive to that. Now you're going to be a big fundamental component to that growth of that organization, and it all can come from that one idea you had.